So Crimson Desert is a hodgepodge of everything.
I had something too. I can't remember what it is now. Yeah. Taking a break on it. I just want to finish RE4 first.
That's fair.
I'm like chapter 14 out of 16. I'm like,
Yeah, you might as well just get it done. Are you going to play RE9, do you think?
Or what?
Requiem?
Probably not, no. I like the action part.
Yeah, I figured. You would like the Leon part.
Yeah.
I do want you to play, like, one part of Requiem. Like, I want you to get to the introduction of the girl, pretty much.
Well, because I also want to get RE4 done so I can just do the Chris Renfield thing.
Is Chris in that?
No. Like, I want a new game plus it and just...
Oh, Leon Kennedy, the superhero. Yeah. Dude, it's so funny. It's just like... Did you watch that video I sent you? Yeah. I watched a bunch of them. But, like, Leon, when you, like, run off an edge and how he just, like, Superman lands every single time.
Well, yeah.
Or not superhero landing, you know?
Well, yeah, I appreciate it, too, because it's like, you don't have to go up and down the ladder. You go up the ladder, and then you just jump. It's like 15 stories, and he's like, fine.
Yeah, right?
It's fucking stupid, but it's pretty funny. I know it may look like a snack, but you can't have a bite, you know?
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, no, Crimson Desert is interesting. I don't want to talk about it yet because I haven't played it enough.
That's fair. All right, well, let's do this.
Opinion. This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is
Tommy and Jacob mixtape. The title of this movie is a Panic at the Disco song. Or Fall Out Boy, you know? Like a Fall Out Boy song name?
No.
Yeah. Just because it's just so long.
Don't panic. The Babysitter's Dead by Fall Out Boy.
You tried too hard for that one.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
You want to smack yourself a couple of times?
Welcome back to GH Mixtape. I'm Tommy. That's Jacob over there. We're a movie review podcast. We're talking about movies, who's in them, who made them, and give them an arbitrary rating at the end. But before we do that, we play a game. We connect two stars via co-stars in other films they are. So at the end of each episode, we randomly generate two people. Last week was Nicolas Cage to Jonah Hill.
Yeah, it was really easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. Nicolas Cage in Kick-Ass with Christopher Mintz-Plasse, who's in Superbad with Jonah Hill.
Nicolas Cage is in The Sorcerer's Apprentice with, what's his name? I forgot what his name was. I never knew. I don't actually know his name. Jay Burchell?
Oh, Jay Burchell.
Burchell, yeah, who's in
Burchell.
This is the end.
Yeah. He's a part of that original Judd Apatow group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I realized that, I didn't
I
think about Jonah Hill and the Judd Apatow OG crew. I've been thinking about more recent stuff.
That's all. I mean, Jonah Hill is he's kind of like it's a tangential to like that OG Judd Apatow.
Yeah, but he also
crew.
has enough of like little cameo roles of
it's
popping up like Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
Like,
it's because of his improvisational abilities, but like that OG Judd Apatow crew is Jay, Seth, Jason, Judd. Yeah.
Yeah. So
James Franco is part of it as well.
At the end of this episode, we will generate two more people, and you can play along in the comments if you like.
So this week, as you've probably read, we watched Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter is Dead. So originally, oh God, I read it on Wikipedia. Do you remember what the original title was?
Mm-mm.
This is Life or something weird. Like,
oh yeah, actually, wait. That shouldn't. Wait, is this the? I gotta be careful.
What?
Because I have tabs open to the.
To what?
The new one. The Real World. That's what it was.
The Real World. That's right. That's right. They had to change
MTV
it
was
because of MTV. Yeah.
In that show.
Well, did you still like it? I had nostalgia with it.
It's just not very good.
No, it's not. It's very strange. It's a very strange movie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cool time capsule because it is in that changeover from the 80s to the 90s. So
well, this script was written in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it was shelved. So it has that weird 80s.
No, but I mean, but the wardrobe is in that transfer over where you're seeing a lot of the 80s stuff in the 90s stuff. Not a cell phone in sight.
Nope.
That was interesting to like look back and be like, oh yeah, we did exist for a very long time without those.
Yeah. A lot of my life.
Speaking of, I don't know where my phone is if it goes off.
No. I'm pretty sure. Well, if it goes off, we'll know where it is.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting as on a real because I haven't watched this since I was easily like a young teenager. There it is. That didn't help actually.
It didn't.
Yeah, I think it's underneath your backpack.
Yeah, probably.
I
don't think anyone's gonna call me, but
do you want to try to get it just behind your laptop case? Yeah. Okay. Where was that? Oh yeah. It was. I haven't watched it since I was a young teenager, and I had like a nostalgia with it on just like because this wasn't like one of my favorite movies, but it definitely like brought me to a time like a young mindset. Like I was remembering. It's just I had a lot of memories, from childhood type thing. Good memories, not bad memories.
Mm-hmm.
Fun nostalgia. I definitely want to say it's like watching it. Obviously, Christina Applegate's one of she's a like a sex symbol at the time because of Married with Children and whatnot, to a specific group of people. But I remember like when I was I had a really big crush on Danielle Harris in this movie, the sister that plays baseball, who later became like the main like girl in the franchise, the Halloween franchise. Yeah. So, do you want to get into stuff then?
Oh, yeah.
You're being very quiet over there.
For those that don't know what it's about, an elderly babysitter's death leaves a group of siblings to fend for themselves during summer.
Yeah. While mom is on vacation in Australia.
Yeah, forgot about that bit.
Yeah, it's like mom just like, I could see mom being like, hey, I'm going to hire help. Like, the oldest sister, oldest daughter, oldest son, let them kind of do their own thing. They're all on their way out. But like I'm gonna like tell them, as mom, like I'm gonna hire some extra help just for the 3 young ones. Like just don't worry about her. Just do your own thing. You're almost adults. But this like an immediate like implication that the babysitter is in charge of everyone is just kind of amusing.
No, it's silly. The whole thing is silly. Like,
yeah.
She's going on this trip. She never once mentioned to her children that she's going to have a live-in nanny.
Yeah.
They've never met the live-in nanny.
Yeah.
On her way to the airport, the live-in nanny shows up, and this is, okay, bye. It's just wild. It's very just 90s. Like, in a lot of ways.
A lot of just accept what's happening.
Yeah, you just kind of
eat the carrot.
Yeah, you just kind of go with it.
Well, so this was directed by... Oh, no, so this came out, June 7th, 1991. It was moderately okay in the box office. It didn't have its success until VHS, like rentals and stuff like that. It had a big promo when it came out on VHS in the 90s. Like that's when I first watched it,
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Stephen Herek, who did a good amount of stuff in the 90s. Popular things. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, The Mighty Ducks, and Three Musketeers are like the top big ones that I saw.
101 Dalmatians.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, the Jeff Daniels live action one.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. That's weird. But then we have our writers, a weird writing duo. It seems to be the only thing they kind of really worked on together. Neil Landau and Tara Ison, where they both worked on Doogie Howser on one episode together, and then this together. And then kind of Tara doesn't really have much else. Neil Landau was a writing supervisor and wrote a bunch of episodes of an MTV show that I really liked when I was a teenager called Undressed. It was probably like way before your time, honestly. Like literally, like when you were like a toddler, I was watching this probably because I was like 12. So when you were like 6, but like the premise of Undressed is it's like a anthology series of like teenager, like young college kids, figuring out like sexual stuff and whatnot. I remember in one episode, it said Jason David Frank, and he gave his girlfriend an STD, and they're trying to. He didn't realize that he had an STD because he cheated on his girlfriend. Dumb drama stuff like that. But since the anthology, it's like each episode had like 3 different storylines, and it would like end like on a cliffhanger, and then the next episode it would kind of pick up,
like wrap up what?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But they weren't wrapping it up, because they were young, tall college kids. Anywho, but yeah, they wrote this in like the mid '80s, and then it got shelved, and it wasn't until a studio found it and optioned it, and they picked it up, and like. Originally, I don't think it was Christina Applegate was supposed to be the lead.
It was Winona
Ryder. That's right. Yeah. Well, that was like the idea, was that it would be a vehicle for someone like Winona Ryder. Because Christina Applegate, who, yes, at this time is really popular with Married with Children, not a film star, and she's really never.
Oh, it was Jennifer Love Hewitt
was supposed to be Melissa, Daniel Harris's character.
But then she had some conflict with Disney.
Yeah. So this was kind of like Christina Applegate's audition, quote unquote, for like, she can be the female leading lady in Hollywood. I don't think she did a really bad job with the script. It's just a really weird script. It's just a really weird movie.
She's very fun to watch.
She is.
Because she's got really great facial expressions and the big blue eyes.
Well, that's the thing, is that it's interesting to see her in this, because she's a lot more sweet in this movie than what she's known for with Married with Children, where she's like very catty and like her facial expressions are like really sharp and what?
Nothing.
Well, you had a very much like you wanted to look up something.
I do want to look up something.
But yeah. And then I'm just going to kind of blow through the other starring people because it's really a lot. I think the biggest ones to really point out is Keith Coogan, who plays love interest Kenny. And then I got, I didn't write them down, did I? Well, then Etta Reese Marin, who plays the babysitter. Daniel Harris, as I already said, plays one of the sisters. Robert Hy Gorman. Christopher Pettiot, who passed away from a drug overdose when he was in his early 20s, 24, 2000. Yeah, he's the lover boy brother.
Yeah. What's his name?
Christopher his character?
Yeah.
I think it was Norman. Zach, thank you. Joanna Cassidy, who plays Rose, the boss, who's also in Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Blade Runner. Then we got John Getz, who plays
Gus,
scummy dude trying to hit on a 17-year-old.
He reminds me of Walter Goggins.
I could see that, yeah. And just a kind of quick shout out to David Duchovny.
I forgot he was in it.
I mean, because he's such a small role, and this is before he like took off,
Yeah.
X-Files comes out this year, actually, 1991. I want to say maybe 92.
I don't remember John Getz being in Zodiac.
I think he's just one of the cops,
Templeton Peck. That's a pretty good name for a side character.
So yeah, a lot, big cast. I mean, even like, yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. I just remembered the costume designer in this movie is also in an episode of X-Files. Yeah, it's a lot of people. A lot of people. But like, not everybody has like big roles. That's why it's like, I feel like obviously Christina Applegate as Sue Ellen Swell.
Well, even on the poster, it's her name and her name only.
Yeah.
There's no one else on there. She is they put a lot of money on her bringing young teenagers in.
Teenage boys. Yeah. But then Keith Coogan is kind of, I would say, the next on the cast, if it's like a role, casting sheet, like Keith Coogan would be number 2, maybe. And then like Rose next, the boss.
Yeah.
And then the boyfriend, possibly, like they'd be like all like second on for like the rest of the call sheet. But yeah.
No, that was everyone, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's all all I really cared about.
Yeah.
But yeah, were you able to find a good amount of reviews, actually?
Yeah.
This is actually really interesting on its like scoring in general.
I accidentally started writing down reviews for the 2024 one, so I had to start over.
That's funny. Oh, yeah, for those that don't know, there was a remake of this in 2024 that was produced by BET. I think it was
Yeah, and the reviews for that one are better than this one, which I thought was interesting.
Are they really?
But the IMDb is significantly lower.
Significantly.
But the critics liked it well enough. Like the 2024 one has a generally favorable. This has generally unfavorable.
That's fair. And you know what it probably is that the script probably makes sense. Ish. Yeah. You know, like from beat to beat. There's probably like a reason why they're moving.
Why everything's happening.
Yeah.
As opposed to this one where they're just kind of like, fuck it. No, it'd be funny.
Exactly right. So yeah, this has got a 6.4 on IMDb and then a 35% tomato meter rating and a 57 popcorn. So like it actually, that 35 tomato meter is rough.
Yeah, because this is a 35, which like I said comes to generally favorable with 3 positive, 7 mixed, and 10 negative. One of the positives with a 75 by Mike LaSalle at the San Francisco Chronicle. Applegate gets by without a false moment in the role that's more serious. Excuse me, I'm going to start that over. Applegate gets by without a false moment in a role that's more serious and has more angles than the airhead she plays on television. I want to see the movie she'll be making in about 5 years. I just thought that was interesting because that was someone going, okay, like I'm seeing this young star.
Kind of like what I was in at the beginning.
Yeah, kind of coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Ebert, who's one of our mix, who gave it a 50. Watching the movie made me think of those sub-teen career novels I used to read in grade school with titles like Brent Jones, Boy Reporter. They're always about how some kid got lucky break and got hired by a newspaper where, of course, he quickly learned the ropes and scooped to the world by a big story. Yeah. For which he got a telegram from the president and went off to college with a rosy future ahead of him. Those books came from a more innocent time. Don't tell Mom the Babysitter Dead has been made in the same spirit.
That's a really, I really like that review because it really is that like the kid gets lucky.
Yeah, it's a very, very,
very like a dream, like a young kid's daydream.
Yeah. And then I picked this negative one because it kind of feels like in the same realm, but it's more of the pessimistic view of it.
Mm-hmm.
So by Chris Defoe, who gave it a 25 at the Globe and Mail, it is a con. A movie that tries to lure unsuspecting teenage audiences into the theaters with the promise of offensiveness, stupidity, and puerility, which, after all, are always traditions in summer teen entertainment, but then ambushes them with a clumsy, unfunny movie that, rather than reveal its own potential for bad taste, attempts to cram messages about growing up and being responsible down their teenage gullet.
Oh, so they're saying that it like misled people, like they like it was like promoted like it was gonna be this like raunchy, offensive thing.
Yeah,
and yet it's really like sweet, lighthearted, and about second chances and
learning to grow up a little bit. Yeah. It's just that one was funny.
That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, and I just thought because I read the Ebert one, and then I was like, oh, they're kind of connected loosely.
That's really funny. Because I mean, it kind of does. The name "Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter is Dead," I guess, kind of does give a different feeling of like what this movie is gonna be.
Well, and even how it starts off, like, because if you watch this on Amazon and it goes suggested next is The Burbs, which I was like, okay, we're not the only ones that had that thought connection.
Yeah. But
the movie starts off really dark and then it stops. It's not, you kind of forget until the very end when the mom goes, yeah, it's
flicker. It's
been doing that for a while. I just don't know what to do about it.
I can't do anything about it. I don't know. But it's been doing it in multiple episodes? Or
no,
just
today?
Just today.
Okay. So.
Sorry, there's a light. Yeah. If you can see the light changing, it's our bad. Dark at the beginning.
And then it's like I completely forgot about the whole babysitter thing until the end when the mom goes, "Oh, where's the babysitter?" And I out loud was like, "Oh yeah." I forgot that's what we were doing.
Again, just like with the Burbs with the explosion, yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's like with the Burbs, the whole thing is kind of dark, but this really goes from like this dark premise of these little psychopaths are going to hide the body. They're talking about chopping its head off and everything. Well, and then it goes to, then we're going to take it to a mortuary. And then we just then it just turns into summer comedy. Like, look at these crazy kids.
The kids don't have mom. Oh my God. Oh no, the sister's becoming the mom.
Yeah, and it's like, So that's what's kind of weird about it, is like it does start off, because even then, like if you look at the Wikipedia, it says a 1991 American coming of age black comedy.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you stop at coming of age at that point, because it's like there's one moment that's kind of like not grotesque, but morbid, macabre.
Yeah.
And then we just, you know.
Well, there is
Don't you never ever, you know, and then it just goes full 80s montage.
Well, I don't know. There's also like the music of this movie. It makes it so tense.
Well, also it makes it so old.
That too, yeah.
Damn, yeah, like even more than the outfits and everything. Like,
well, I'm not talking like the. Are you talking about like the score, or are you talking about the music?
The music.
I'm talking about the score.
Yeah, no,
like,
the score is a lot.
In between the scene, like in the scene, it's like this weird like. We're about to get caught. We're about like the anxiety that she's going through is in the score, and I'm just like, this movie is tense for no reason.
Well, that's what it should have been too, I guess, is that they should have made to an underlining factor, because you know that you had the 2 phone calls where the mom is looking for her, but add some kind of plot device where someone is constantly, I don't know, maybe Weekend at Bernie's it a little bit more, where they have to like really
maybe the mortuary, the people at the mortuary are trying to figure out who dropped off the dead body.
Yeah, and then you have to like kind of keep the babysitter alive.
You start bloating the story though when you start doing that though.
It's already so fucking bloated.
That's what I'm saying. It's already bloated, so why bloat it? You don't need to bloat it more
to keep the dark comedy aspect of it.
Yeah. I see. Well, yeah,
because that's the joke. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead, and we forget about the joke that's in the title. Like it's in the title, and we're like, oh yeah, I forgot that's the thing.
Well, yeah, because also it turns into they're not even worried about the babysitter gone. It turns into she's been embezzling money, and now she needs to pay it back.
It turns into the Devil Wears Prada in a weird way.
I
never noticed that it was industrial clothing.
Yeah.
Like uniforms. I never caught that before.
Also,
so the fashion show at the end, it never made sense to me until now.
Oh, really?
Well, because they make uniforms.
Well, yeah, but also the big thing that this is one of those things, like it isn't very specifically clear every single like moment in this movie. I thought she was designing clothes for just for a school.
Private school, yeah.
A private school. And then it has all this other stuff. I'm like, what the fuck are all these other things? And also, what private school is going to be wearing what she just presented?
All of them. The nurse. Your nurse comes in with a feather and orange pen. Like, get out of here.
Designer industrial wear?
Yeah, it was really
wild.
And that's kind of where the con thing really spoke loud to me. They're like, teenage girls, they love fashion. You know, like, it just feels like, okay, yeah. And then, like you said, like getting people in there for the sex pod, Christina Applegate, you know, it's like just, I don't know.
Sexy Christina Applegate with Children is now Don't Tell Mom's Babysitter's Dead.
Yeah, she's mom. The mom is so checked out in this. It's kind of hilarious.
The actress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just, I don't know. The whole movie's weird. Like, they have their first kiss on the beach and the little fish. What the fuck? Like, what? No, yeah, you're right. What the fuck? The fuck was that? What are they called?
I don't remember.
Groupies?
Sure.
Grunions.
Yeah.
Yeah, grunions. Just like, sure. Let's throw that in there. And I grew up in LA. I had to look that up. I was like, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Was this in LA?
Yeah, this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, as they're making out,
I do find it amusing that the thing that kills the babysitter.
I never noticed that either.
It's just his bedroom.
Yeah, Kenny's room.
Like the pure shock of his bedroom
gives her a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
I never noticed that either.
And then what's also funny is like, I never noticed this as well. Is like when he comes back and they like take her to the mortuary or whatever, he's kind of acting like he met her already. He hasn't been home.
He's stoned.
Home all day.
That's what I think it is. But that's what I mean. Okay, that's the thing too, is that it's only kind of in retrospect. This movie takes a really hard shift after that scene. And it's like if the movie kind of kept with that, it would be really Burbsy.
Yeah.
Like even then when he sneaks in, he's got a pot plant and he puts it down and immediately it falls over and breaks. Very slapstick, like, you know.
Oh, no, man.
Yeah, you know, very no shirt, no shoes, no dice, bruh, you know. I forgot about that whole LA stereotype burnout thing. Did you also notice just casually the Confederate flag in his room?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why? Don't know.
Because he's a rebel.
Sure.
There was a weird moment when the Confederate flag lost its people have like in the last 20 like 15 20 10 years been like, oh yeah, this is a problematic thing. And
before it was like a sign of anti-establishment. I don't know.
Something weird. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just sitting there like eating his waffles, man, and there's behind him the South rise again, bro. And you're like, Jesus Christ, why is that just chilling in the background? I mean, that's like a set design too. You know what I mean?
It's in frame. Someone saw that and we're like, yeah, let's put that in his room.
Yeah, like right here. Yeah. It's just right behind his head. You're just like, okay, interesting.
And he has kind of a weird character growth too.
Yeah, he sells out, little bitch.
Oh, damn. All right. No,
it's Kenan. No, it reminds me of SpongeBob turning normal. You ever seen that episode? No. Squidward convinces SpongeBob to turn normal, and it's like he just becomes kind of more. He like loses his edges and he loses all of his holes. And he just, hi, how are you? Look at me, I'm normal. And that's just what Kenneth turns into. That's all.
Oh, is that when he gets like kind of round?
Yeah, it gets kind of round. Oh, okay, he's kind of shiny.
Yeah.
Hi, and that's how he answers every conversation.
One of my favorite scenes in this movie was when she comes home from work and Kenny and Swell are arguing like they're a married couple.
That one made me really uncomfortable.
Because they're brother and sister.
Yeah, that made me really uncomfortable.
I found it really funny because of just the joke of them becoming mom and dad to ID. Like,
but then also the gender norm reversal at the time.
And then also when they're like arguing, it's like they're arguing like it would like that normal like couple argument that would happen in this. It's very stereotypical argument, but like their points of like frustration are very teenager.
Well, yeah. And also, I thought that I got really nervous because he's cleaning the oven. He throws the Easy Off can
into the oven.
I was like, you just made a time bomb. Someone accidentally turns on that oven and that kitchen's gone.
Right. And knowing all those kids in there, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. This movie's really, it's kind of, yeah, I didn't really think about the tone shift and the forgotten of the dead babysitter. Because, like, it's literally like, yeah, it's completely forgotten until the very end. And then mom's like, where's the babysitter?
Yeah, and you go, oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh, shit. And then in the credits.
Oh, yeah, the morticians.
I'm going to miss her so much. You never even met her. Yeah, but she gave us all her money.
Well, yeah, and it's like you have this whole fashion story arc, fake it till you make it thing kind of going on. And I don't know, this whole movie is just really, really chaotic, but in a way that doesn't really feel as thought out as The Burbs.
No, this movie feels like it feels like the bones and kind of structure to a story, but it doesn't really have a lot of meat or flesh on it.
Well, that's just like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like even Caroline, the receptionist that becomes like the arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Like even then I found it an interesting choice to start off our interaction with her being a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, well, now it's just kind of too on the nose of, our villain we're rooting against.
Yeah.
Like she was a bitch to her before she stole her job, quote unquote. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was just kind of like, well, you need to get a fucking hobby. Then her and Dave Duchovny are like sulking around and like trying to catch her, you know. And
we're gonna get you. And then also just the conflict for her and her boyfriend is the fact that Carolyn is his older sister.
Yeah. Well, even that whole scene was really interesting. Again, that's like not a lot of flesh to it. It's like he's just asking her, "Oh, where do you work?" And she's like dodging it really hard, and he gets frustrated. It's like, yeah, you're asking a pretty straightforward question. What do you do for work? Like, we used to work together because they used to work together. You quit, and now you seem like you're doing really well. We're hanging out. I'm just, what do you do? And then she gets all weird. He's like, okay, why are you being weird like about it? Like, and it's like, yeah, and then she goes, what does he say? I want you to talk to me more. And she says some crazy shit in that argument. Yeah. Like, well, maybe I'd tell you more if you didn't ask so many questions. And you're like, what the fuck is this gaslighting bullshit?
They're kind of both gaslighting each other.
How is he doing it?
The way that he's also being like, you're dating another man. You know, it's another guy. He's
because she's clearly. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, he's gonna jump to this stuff because she's clearly hiding something.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is like, well, I don't know. The whole thing is just really was weird.
It was a very poorly written scene.
Like
it's like I said, like it's like it has all of the beats and the rhythm of and that's also the thing is like I was kind of getting checked out here and there, but I kept invested because the plot just keeps moving forward.
Well, yeah, and I think another thing is like, you know, all the kids, and that's kind of the whole point. All the kids are these fucking little savage monsters running around,
stealing all of her fucking money.
They're doing everything. They're doing everything but like just cleaning up after themselves, and it gets to a point where it's annoying. Like there's that scene where she has to go grocery shopping again, and it's because Kenny's like, oh, I was entertaining some friends.
Yeah,
we got the munchies, and like even Nate was like, I'd fucking lose it. I was
dude,
like,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then he says, you're a career woman now. We can afford to be hospitable. And I was like, I think I'd hit him with a bat. Like that right there, that would be my final line of just like, oh, he's on the bed, kick him.
But you see, that is the container of the humor of this movie, though. You know, it's that she has to put up with all of this, and then her bringing them together turns them around, and they start to become better because they start to clean, you know?
Well, yeah, and it just seems like, because even then, from everything we got from the very brief interaction, is that Swell and Mom are really checked out, and then Mom's annoyed at Swell. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, if this is the situation that we're going to... Swell's the oldest. She's been dealing with these little fuckers her entire life. She doesn't want to do it anymore. She doesn't want to be the second parent, especially now that Dad left. So she's kind of, but she's also she's not really doing anything wrong.
No.
She's like, you left your dishes in the sink. And she's like, why do you have to take everything so personal? And then she's like, why didn't you like empty it? Because she's like, it's not my job. It's fuckhead over there. It's Stoner McGee.
Well, I mean, that she gets that thrown back at her face later when tells Kenny like, well, why didn't you take the dishes out? And he's like, well, it's because it's this person's job.
Oh yeah. And then the lunatic takes him out to the fucking rooftop and starts shooting him with a shotgun. Yeah. Like shit like that. I was just like, this movie's crazy. These are criminals. These children are criminals.
But it's not in this world. This movie doesn't exist in our reality. It exists in an exaggerated.
I know. I get it. But I'm saying but even then, I also didn't realize how ugly home entertainment centers were in the
back 90s. Then. Yeah. I remember seeing that and be like, ooh, that's cool when I was a kid.
That's just atrocious.
No, dude, that was awesome.
I don't even know what half that shit was.
Oh, neither did I.
Neither did anyone. It's top of the line. What is it?
But that's also another thing. Is the logic of this movie is like when something like that happens, you just kind of accept it. And
oh, you mean like the delivery guy is just bringing in the shit with no adult present and dropping it off and leaving?
No. When he shoots all the plates.
No, yeah, but I'm saying with the entertainment system, grown adults are going to see an 8-year-old, 10-year-old boy and go,
"Where's your mom and dad?"
Yeah, where's an adult to sign for this?
Yeah,
$3,000.
But it's equipment. Specifically, I'm talking about the plates because he's like, yeah, I'll clean the dishes, and he shoots all the plates, and it's never brought up again.
Yeah, it is.
When?
She's going in and looking for like a plate or a cup. And she's like, where are all the dishes? And he's like, dishwasher. And she goes, then empty it. But as the audience that they're gone.
I thought
he has like a little moment.
I think I got those two moments swapped in my memory. That is after the plays. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of little moments like that then. But I mean, but again, that's what I'm trying to say is like the logic of this movie is that it has a lot of stuff that just happens and you just kind of accept that's what happened. And you move on to the next. The babysitter died. They dropped it off the mortuary and we just accept that. And then now she's a career woman.
Oh, yeah. And then let's drive around in the dead, now missing woman's car.
They
get stolen by a bunch of drag queens. Monroe, Liza Minnelli, and I couldn't catch who the other one was. Who the third one was supposed to be.
Liza!
For a second, I thought it might have been like a joke about Tu Wong Fu.
But Tu Wong Fu came out later.
Yeah, and then I realized that those... But
yeah, no, I don't know what that joke was about.
The scary drag queen.
Yeah,
steal your cars.
Right? Like, what?
Some weird propaganda move.
It weirdly feels like that. I don't know. It was very strange.
Yeah.
It was a very strange moment.
I don't know. That was I'd forgotten. A lot of this movie I had actually kind of forgotten about.
Well, I mean, I didn't remember anything other than the babysitter dying, obviously, and her becoming a fashionista career woman. That was pretty much all I remembered from my childhood.
I was just seeing if in the plot it mentions anything about the car. It doesn't talk about her.
Yeah.
I think the sweetest moment is between her and Rose.
Which one? Because they have a lot.
Well, like the end one when everything kind of comes to a head, you know.
And Rose is a really cool character, actually.
Yeah, and it just has
very forgiving.
It has this whole because I think it's that whole I see something in her.
Yeah,
you know, it's the spunky thing that reminds me of me back in the day.
And also how she's just like not into any of Carolyn's shit. Like anytime Carolyn's like shows evidence of Sue Ellen being like a fraud, she's just like, get this shit out of my face.
She's just like I hate you. It doesn't matter what you tell me.
Yeah. In fact, you bringing this up to me
makes me hate you more.
Yeah. You fucking narc.
Yeah, for real. Well, no, and they have this little heart-to-heart at the very end that's just really sweet because there's just understanding about it, you know? I mean, there's that whole story arc, too, where Gus is trying to sleep with her, and they keep commenting about how, and maybe it's because I just know what Christina Applegate looks like now, or I've grown up with her for so long, that everyone's like, yeah, you look so young. And I'm like, she looks 28 to me, like 27, like...
No,
smoking cigarettes, and the fact that she just kind of looked like that, and for a million years, like
since she was like 16, she's kind of looked like
she's
that.
She's looked like that for majority of her life
until she was like probably like 30 or something.
And even now, she like even Dead to Me or whatever, you know, she still looked great.
She still looks great.
That's the last thing I saw her in, I think. She still looked great. But yeah, there's this whole story arc of Gus trying to sleep with her. It's that's another one though. That's another thing that doesn't make sense too, in just a writing standpoint. Like he sends roses
to his
the day after he gets back with Rose from Santa Barbara. He sends roses with tickets to this thing to her assistant.
Yeah,
in their office. It'd be different if they were like. But like, bro, are you on a self-detonate? Like, are you trying to blow your own spot up? Like,
I mean, that's what I was talking about with the logic of this movie, is that it doesn't follow a proper logic. It follows its own rules of dumbness, pretty much.
I think what it is it's doing this stick to stick thing.
Yeah,
but it's not cohesive enough to like get to the one point to the other for the actual through line. Because I'm trying to think, what did we did something not too long ago that was skit to skit, and it worked really well. I don't remember.
Night Bitch.
Freakier Friday,
kind of.
But that also had a through line though.
Death of a Unicorn, Anaconda, Until Dawn.
Well, actually, all of those work. But yeah, it's just like, you know, it's like, yeah, it might be skit to skit and point, you know, you're telling a beat, you're getting to the next point. But there's like the through line, and the through line here was like, the through line itself is so convoluted and weird that it's hard to like, like, you know, if you're gonna, okay, that's what it is. If you're gonna have the stick to stick thing, it has to be a solid, okay, this is what, and then we're gonna have some bips and ups in here. But it's like, if they're all going like this the entire time, very rarely does it really sync up at the same moment. But yeah, there's just stuff like that. That was weird to me. Or the makeout scene and the little fish. They're like, why did we do that?
Well, what's interesting is like they show this this split world that Sue Ellen is living in. There's her with her boyfriend with what's his name?
Brian.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Brian, right?
And where she's. It's like they're trying to make this story about her remembering how to be a kid, but growing up too fast in an adult world, but struggling to succeed in the adult world. And then it doesn't do that.
Well, what was this one? Oh yeah, this review by Kathleen Marr. It was a negative review, but Home Alone meets Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and then visits Working Girl. None of it works. It's like, actually, now that we're kind of talking about it, I didn't get the Bill and Ted thing, but now I do because of the kind of zany nature and the Home Alone thing because, you know.
Well, and the director of this did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah.
But then Home Alone 2, the kids being unsupervised.
Yeah.
Basically. And then Working Girl. You're like, oh, yeah, then you're right. None of it works that well. It's a little too much.
Well, it's like what this movie, I read it, like Christina Applegate had an interview about rewatching it as an adult and how she appreciates it. Obviously, it's, you know, she's like, yeah, but what I really like is that it's a movie about second chances.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what Sue Ellen gets after, you know, grandma babysitter dies, you know. Also, the tone shift with the babysitter was so weird too. She's like,
oh, she becomes like Major Payne.
Yeah. Get your asses in here,
little maggots.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Well, that's why you vet someone that's going to be watching your kids for 3 months.
Yeah, not in the night.
Dude, this mom was so checked. I do like also that when she came back from Australia, she had like an Australia wardrobe.
Yeah.
She like left all like working lady, and she came back like in a vest and a hat. And
Yeah.
like, I just thought that was funny. Like, oh yeah,
like she came.
In case you forgot, where she
came
was.
from the outback.
Yeah, in case you forgot where she was. Costume change.
Oh man.
Well, it's like this movie is really fun to watch in a time capsule way. Because also Christina Applegate, like her wardrobe in this was killer for that era and everything. Yeah. The earrings and the costume jewelry.
What I loved is what they do a bit of this is you really do see how smart Sue Ellen actually is. Like she's lying her way into this job and whatnot, but like she realizes like, okay, I got this job interview for this receptionist and she wants to look, you know, for the fit for the part. And she's going through her mom and her like wardrobe and she's like, it's all frumpy at first. And then she just finds ways to like piece things together. Like she has like a fashion mind, you know?
Well, yeah.
And they show that in little bits like this, which I think
they actually developed that part of her personality
very well.
Well, like even the beginning too, she's looking at some stuff and she looks at the price and she's like, as if, and then she's like helping her friends.
Yeah.
Then she's on the phone and she's coloring in on the Vogue magazine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they did build up like this. It wasn't just like, now suddenly she's a hockey player, you know?
Or the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, you know, so it's like they did do that. And that's the thing is like everyone in this movie is pretty two-dimensional. Like Zach. I mean, Zach was cracking me up, man. The lover boy.
Oh, is that his name, Zach?
Yeah, that guy was cracking me up. I thought he was so funny because then also like he just pulls a Romeo and Juliet. You know, she dumped me for Jacob or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then a new blonde girl walks in, and then suddenly I was like, "Oh, Zach has a type."
Oh, the brother.
Yeah. But like he's like, and he like follows her.
I'm the maître d'.
Yeah, I'll help you with that. And you're like, all right, man. You like blondes clearly. It's like your one prerequisite. Long blonde hair.
All right. How are you feeling?
On this?
Yeah.
A 2?
Yeah, that's where I was at.
Like, yeah. Okay. I don't feel the need to show my work for that, but
I mean, we're also both agreeing on it too.
Yeah, it's just like it feels.
It's just, I mean, it
was entertaining.
Yeah, it has some good nostalgia to it. As I was trying to explain in my terms, was the fact that and you said it really well. It's like it doesn't have this through line. Like everything is like all mushy and it's like stick to stick type thing, and it has all of like the components of a script, you know, like it has, you know, like in the sense of you're building something, you know, it has its foundation, it has its, you know, studs, it has its, you know, wood inside of it. Doesn't really have, it has walls, but it doesn't have like windows. It doesn't have proper decor, or maybe actually no, it has everything, but it's decorated with no walls. It just, you can see right through it.
And it feels like to me
it's missing stuff.
It felt like to me they got scared. They got scared of committing to the dark comedy aspect because it starts off that way, and then they kind of just really loosen up.
I'm really curious how much of this script changed after it was purchased.
It feels like a lot.
It doesn't feel like it at all.
Oh, it feels like a lot. Well, because like I said, the premise of the babysitter dying and then the title makes it sound like it's going to go down this dark path.
But the original title was The Real World.
Yeah.
You got to think
Yeah, and okay, but then they changed it to "Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead," and then kill the babysitter, and then that's it.
Well, no, the babysitter was already dead in the original script.
Yeah. But why aren't they continuing with the dark comedy humor aspect?
I'm curious if from the script that was written by Landau and Ison, if they literally just took this, if this is the script that they wrote, how much did it change? Or if it changed at all, this could be their script that they wrote.
I mean, it does feel very 80s.
Exactly.
Because when was it written? 87?
I want to say earlier than that. I mean, when did they write that episode of Doogie Howser together?
Inspired in 83 by Risky Business.
Inspired by Risky Business, yeah.
Finished in 87.
And then shelved for a couple of years.
And then shelved for 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Was shelved. They wanted a lighter theme.
Because from what I was reading, it sounds like it was literally like they finished it, it was shelved, and then someone optioned it, they pulled it off, and they're like, okay, here we go, Steven, film this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which, with that separation between the time to filming, I could see, and also just not having someone re-looking over the script, be like, well, let's bring out more of this. Let's bring it actually, oddly enough, from how it moves from moment to moment, very 80s movie, feels like Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah, but Adventures in Babysitting is better, I would think.
It is a better movie.
Because of the through line thing. It's all wacky, but there is
Yeah. And that's it was really interesting as before I even read that it was written in the 80s, late 80s, and then shelved, I got a quarter of the way into the movie. I'm like, I remember you initially thought this was an 80s movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it came out in 1991. And I'm sitting there like, oh, I see why Tommy would think this is an 80s movie. This has a very 80s aesthetic in its writing, its characters, and its structure.
It feels very 80s in a lot of ways. But I feel like we've seen worse.
Oh, yes. We've watched The Room.
We don't know what we're doing, right?
No, we need to figure that out.
Okay. Anything else you want to? Oh, we got to do the thing. I pulled up, who was it? Gal Gadot to Adam Sandler.
Gal Gadot to Adam Sandler. Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. What happened to her?
Real answer? I think people realize that she's not that great of an actress.
I mean, is she still in the Fast franchise?
I don't
know. That'd be it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and then all her big Marvel breakthrough fucking...
You mean DC?
Yeah. But I'm saying, that vessel...
Yeah, it's gone.
Her Marvel vessel crashed and burned a couple times. I mean, they were given quite a few chances to pull something out of that. And they really fumbled that one.
Wonder Woman 1984 was playing on its TV.
I didn't know Ghost could get old.
That doesn't bother me.
That bothers me a lot.
I would legit was watching Gal Gadot that just act, and I was like, wow, this is awful.
No, I really just think that a lot of it was that she has the look.
Yeah.
She has a great look.
Yes, she does.
And we all just were kind of blinded by...
Look at that look.
Look at that look. I don't know. Kal-El! Just
There's a moment where she's running the same speed as the trucks, and I'm just like, this is awful. Even her running looks bad.
I mean, she had that great look,
All right. That was a 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
Gal Gadot to who again?
Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Gal Gadot! It sounds like I'm thinking Adam Sandler.
Yeah, right.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. All right, guys.
All right. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. That's where all of our promos are. So you will see what we're doing next week when we figure that out. Instagram, Facebook, Linktree. On that Linktree is where we put everything. YouTube, Spotify, Apple, so on and so forth. This is Tommy.
This is Jake.
Tommy Jacobs Mixtape.